Hello, hello. I hope everybody's fine. I'm just setting up a few little things more, and then I will be live. One, two, three. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel again. It's food where we make what is delicious and tastes like food, right? Today we're going to make one of my favorites again, and we're going to make some sandwiches. Um, I love sandwiches. Today we're going to make three different kinds. We're going to cook two, and we're going to prepare one that is cold as well. So let's start it. I'm going to go over all the ingredients at this moment. So what we'll be needing today is some eggs. We need some tomatoes, some lettuce, cucumber. You can use any kind of um, beef or meat that you want to put on top, as well as turkey goes very well as well. Some cheese. This is Gouda, but you can choose any kind of cheese that you want. We got some smoked bacon as well. Smoked bacon. Don't forget our toast, our toast bread. Then I put something in the fridge. So we have some mayonnaise over here. So mayonnaise. Then we have some kimchi. Some kimchi. So we're going to make a nice kimchi grilled cheese with kimchi. Gonna put that back in the fridge. Okay. And for the grilled cheese, we're going to use some cheddar today. So it's going to be amazing. Okay, I'm just going to pop up the first sandwich that we're going to make. I'm going to start off with the cold one. So what we'll be needing is our meat, our cheese for on top. This can go in the fridge. We need also some salty butter. That's for the bread, so we can toast it a little bit. We don't need the eggs yet, but this is all for us right now. So the lettuce, tomato, cucumber, some salty butter. We have our toast over here, cheese, and some meat. And then the mayonnaise, we're going to use it after we toast our toast. So let's get started. Okay, so I hope everybody's been fine. I'm just going to start taking my bread because we're going to toast it. Let's take some two nice pieces of bread. There you go. Today we're going to cook something very simple that you can make at home. You can make for your loved ones, for your friends. Okay. So you want to leave out your butter for at least 5 minutes so it becomes a little more soft, so it's a little bit more spreadable. Let's take a knife. So let's spread already some butter on the toast. I have some, this is special for bread. It's a little bit softer, and this is salted. So it will give a nice saltiness. So what I want to do is I want to cover both sides. Let me actually put on my special camera friend over here so you guys can see everything. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to just zoom in a little bit. I guess you guys know how to put some butter on toast. If not, this is how you do it. Just spread it from the side. Okay. Then I like to do is I put that on top of this one. And then spread it again, just like that. You just want to cover all the sides. So what the butter does, because everything is quite juicy, the tomato and the rest, I'm just going to put it on the top. Doesn't matter if it gets a little bit dirty. Just going to cover it. Actually, what you can do is just put it in the pan already, but I'm just going to do it like this. So there's two options here. You can either put in, I mean there's more options than two, But you can put it in a toaster if you want to make it very easy for yourself. Or like me, I'm going to actually put it in a pan on a very low fire so it still stays a little bit moist. So I'm going to prepare that right now so you guys can see. There we go. So I have my pan over here. There we go. Let's put this on. So I'm going to put this on like a very low heat, like a 2. Like a 2 out of 10. And I'm just going to put my toast there already. I'm going to leave that. Oh my god, too much butter. Okay. So I'm going to prep this already as well. This you don't really have to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the sides. Not all of the cheeses have sides. This one has, so I'm going to take it off. So what you want is 2 slices. Okay. I'm going to just remove the sides here. Other side. The thing is, some cheeses have wax, and some cheeses just have a skin that dried up. So I don't recommend always to eat the sides if you feel like it. I don't want to be sorry to eat some wax. It's not that healthy. And then I'm going to just cut it, just that it's big enough for my thing. This I can always use for another bread. I'm just going to put that aside for now for the video purposes. But normally if you will make this sandwich, you would be making this for a few people, right? So I'm just going to put that here. That can stay here. This is very obvious. You don't have to do anything. Just going to take 2 slices. 2 slices. Maybe 4 because they're quite thin. I want to make 4 pieces here. If yours is a little bit thicker, just take 2, right? And put that already back in the fridge. There you go. Okay, now we have the tomatoes. You just need 1 for 1. You just need 1 tomato for 1 sandwich. So just want to remove the stem. And I'm going to slightly wash them with cold water. There you go. My towel. Okay. There you go. And then what you want to do, you can cut this in many different ways. I'm just going to cut it straight down, like so. And I'm going to cut it without having this part. Okay? So I'm going to cut it again. And I'm just going to cut like this. You can see that? So I still have the middle here. Okay? And I'm just going to cut that off. This, you can throw it. And all this you can use for your sandwich. Okay? Now, for the cucumber, I'm going to wash this as well. So just with cold water. If you want to go the extra way, you can always pickle them. So you take some vinegar with some sugar and some water and a little bit of salt. And then you just pickle them, you cut them in little pieces. So what I like to cut my lengthwise. So I will take this off, this little thing also. And what I want to do is I want to cut them like lengthwise. So I'm going to cut one time like this, and then I can put them flat down, right? I'm just going to cut them like that. Like 3 millimeters thickness. There you go. And then you have those little slides that will perfectly fit on your piece of bread. So we have our cucumbers, we have our meat ready, we have our tomato ready over here. let me just flip that bread. I think it's getting brown on one side, or not yet. So I'm going to leave it for a little bit longer. Just gonna crack it up a little bit because it's going to be almost done. So, just the lettuce is left over. So we're going to prep the lettuce. It's very forward. You open the bag. Open the bag. I never eat the first leaves. You don't have to eat lettuce if you don't want to, but it goes very well with this sandwich. So I'm going to throw the first 2 layers. Maybe only the first layer. There you go. And then you can see, look at that. Such a big leaf. That is perfect. Just 1 leaf is enough for the whole burger. We're going to keep this aside for now. Okay, there we go. So we have our bread over here. That is not yet toasted. I'm going to just go up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more of everything. There you go. Okay, so the lettuce, I'm going to cut off this part because that is a little bit bitter. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to half it like that. And I'm going to square it up a little bit, just a little bit. That you can put that as well on top of your thing, but that will be perfect, right? We'll have perfect size. I'm just going to wash that very fast, not too long, on the cold water as well. Okay, there we go. So the goal here is with your sandwich is that you want to make sure that you don't wet it so much so that it doesn't get soggy, right? Look at that. That's what we want. A nice crust. I'm going to prepare already a plate. So there we go. I'm going to prepare a plate. Just going to put that there for a second. Going to heat up that pan a little bit more. In a second we're going to assemble the whole sandwich. Okay, we can take our mayonnaise. Okay. Let's check it. It's almost going to be done. Just going to do a little bit lower. There we go. So that will be our first sandwich. I think this is one of my favorites because when I was a kid, it was easy to make. You can just pop them in the toaster and then you put some lettuce in, some tomato, and some whatever you have at home, right? You can just put it together. But I think this combination suits me the most because I like the ingredients. So if you find like cucumbers or something not delicious, just skip them or add something different that you would like. I like the cucumber for the crunchiness. I love tomato because then I don't have to put ketchup. I love the cheese, I love the meat, I love a little bit lettuce in there. Just a little bit like a salad, crunchy from the bread. Really good. Really delicious. Okay, that's almost done. Just want to make sure that it's toasted nicely. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to do today one by one so that you guys can see how long it takes. Normally, if you're preparing for a few people, it's going to be always a little bit more easier because you're going to make it a bunch and you don't have to wait that long. Okay, that is done. I'm going to put my bread on like that. I'm going to pop in my other one. Just gonna put some butter extra so I don't waste it. There you go. Okay, so what we want to do, let me just put this aside for a bit. I'm just gonna put it like this so you guys can see how I make it. going to eat all the sandwiches at the end of everything. I want to just turn my sandwich. It's getting already smoky. Just gonna turn it a little bit lower because I don't want to burn it. Okay, so what we want to do, take your knife, spread it with some mayonnaise. If you don't like mayonnaise, you can use mustard, anything that is a sauce goes really well with it. Okay, so we have that mayonnaise is actually because mayonnaise has a lot of oil in it, and the oil will keep the water from going into your sandwich. So I will go first with the meat. Okay. So it doesn't drip. Okay, now we have a layer of protection. Now I want to go with my lettuce. I'm going to put 2 slices of lettuce in there. Oh, this is a little bit big. I'm going to just cut it a little bit smaller. Just for presentation purposes. Then I'm going to add my tomatoes. Add as much as you want, right? I will add 4 pieces here. Just like that. Then I will go in with my cheese. That. Oh, I'm getting hungry just looking at it. Then I'm going to put some cucumber. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to wait for my other piece of toast. It's almost there. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put some mayonnaise already on top. I think you can see that in the other camera, right? Just gonna spread it a little bit on top already. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take it off. Let me check. Yeah, that seems good. And there you go. You have your first sandwich. You can turn this off for a second. We're going to be needing that in a second again. I guess I can take off my one camera. Let me take it off. There you go. And then here you can see. Look at that. That is my favorite sandwich, a cold version. Except the bread, of course. You don't have to toast it, but I like the crunchiness. So if you can toast it, go ahead and do that. Look at that. Looks amazing, right? We're going to put this aside so we can taste all the 3 of them later, okay? So I'm going to put that here. Okay, so I'm going to clean very fast. Just put this all aside. I'm going to put this aside. So we will be needing all of this later. The mayonnaise can go. That is the thing about live cooking. Live cooking, right? You have to clean everything. So let's see. Put this aside for now. I'm going to clean this up very fast. Okay. There we go. Just my towel. And then we're going to cook the next one. So now we're going to go to the warm ones. They're not that hard to make actually. Quite easy. Actually quite fast as well, if I say so myself. So what we'll be needing is the same thing again. I don't know if we're going to need this, especially, but I will just use it for showing you better. Okay? By the way, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Oh, please subscribe. I put a new button. I hope you guys like that. Okay, let's see. Webcam goes on. There you go. So you guys can see. I will assemble now the next one. So we're going to get some cheese and some kimchi. If you love a nice grilled cheese, this is perfect for you. Actually, where I was working as a chef, where I noticed I never eat kimchi sandwich before, but they made me make it, of course, and I wanted to try it. And since then, I'm so hooked to it. It has this savory, sweet. There's everything in there, everything. So it's very simple and very fast forward actually. The only thing you have to do is cut this open with a scissor if you have it. I don't find my scissor. Let's take a knife. Cut this open. Okay. So the only thing that you have to do is you want to put butter on one side. Do that first before we do anything. Put some butter. Spread it nicely everywhere. We just want to have one side with this. One side of butter. Okay. We can toss this into our pan. So I'm just showing you. You can toss it in our pan like this. So the butter side goes down. On top of that, we can put some cheese. Not too much, just a little bit. A little bottom like that. You can spread it a little bit with your fingers. Watch out, the pan is still warm from before. There you go. Then you want to take your kimchi. If you have kimchi, then if you love kimchi, then you know the drill. You're going to put some kimchi on top. You don't have to overcrowd with kimchi. Just enough so that in every bite that you're going to bite in, you have a little bit of it. Right? So I'm just gonna spread a little bit like this. Hope you guys see it. There's a little bit space left. I'm going to put in the corners a little bit. There you go. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. If you want to, of course, make more, that's up to you. You can perfectly do that. For now, that is for me perfect. Okay. So, then after that, you want to add some cheese again. So we're going to add some cheese on top. And you just want to cover all the cracks here. You see that? Everything is covered. Okay, the cheese is good. Actually, I'm going to spread this also with butter. Okay. This side goes with butter. Boom, boom, boom. You can put that with the butter side on top. I'm going to remove this. That's not smart. It's better. Okay. I'm going to put this in the middle a little bit so you guys can see it better. There you go. Is that good? Seems good. Okay. So what you want to do, very simple. Turn it on medium fire. So like a medium high. Okay. So 5 out of 10 is perfect for this. Oh yeah. For the bacon that we're going to do next, so it's going to be a kind of like an omelette with some bacon, but we're going to make it a sweet bacon. So you can choose for this. You can use honey, sugar, or what I prefer. Let's see if we got it. Normally we always have some. Aha! Some maple syrup. If you put that, wow, it tastes so good. It's like a real caramelized, so amazing. So amazing. Okay. Yeah, this picture is not always the best. I will change the camera soon. But for now, yeah, that is what we can do, right? But what I can do is I can try to zoom in a little bit for you guys. Let me try, huh? Just a second. Yeah, it's a little bit hard. I think that might help a little bit. Okay, so you can see that the oil is sizzling. That's a good sign. Just going to take my spatula. There we go. Going to turn a little bit lower, and I'm going to flip it already. Okay. So what I do is this, and then I just put it down like that. Okay. Look at that. That looks amazing. Perfect crust, if I may say so myself. Okay, the thing is, let's take a plate. Okay, there we go. So, for the next one, it would be more convenient if you use 2 pans, but we will be fine with what we have. Okay. So I'm just going to put myself back to normal size. There you guys go. Okay. So you guys can see it's almost done. We're going to put that, can press it a little bit. We're going to flip it again after. But we want to make sure that everything has a crust. Look, this side is not yet totally brown. I hope you guys can see it. Like that. Should be nice and crunchy. Okay, going to flip it again because the other side already has a little bit more color. Or to turn up back to medium heat because we turned it a little bit lower. I'm going to remove this and already going to take the next ingredients. So we've been needing some bacon. We need some eggs. We need a little bowl for scrambling the eggs. Let's see. There we go. A nice bowl for scrambling the eggs. That's it. Yep, that's it. Let's turn it again. Okay, now it's getting there. The color is getting nice and brown. This doesn't need any more longer. You can see that it's already melted, the cheese. So actually this is already perfect to go. It's very easy to make these sandwiches. Okay. Going to put that out. Turn off my fire. Oh, sorry. Okay, wait. I want to show you guys, of course. It's a little bit lower. You see that? But it's amazing grilled cheese. Okay. Okay, going to remove my pan. I'm going to just clean it a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna dry it off. Yeah, I just put some water so it's nice and clean. Okay, so what do we want to do? Again, we need 2 toasts like before. So I'm gonna take my cutting board, prepare everything we need first, and then we're gonna go and make it. Okay. I'm not gonna clean this one because I didn't really do a lot on it. So we just need 2 toasts again. Again, if you're making more, this is much faster. You can make a bunch in one time and then you can just enjoy with your friends or family, your loved ones. Okay, there we go. You can use, by the way, any kind of toast. You don't have to use, I'm using this brand right now, Harry's American Sandwich, but you can get anything you want, right? If you want brioche with it, perfectly fine as well. But I took something that you can get almost everywhere. Okay, butter again. You know the drill. Let's butter it up. Okay, let's butter both sides already. There we go. Don't have to put that much, right? Just enough so that you get a nice crust. Okay. So in this one, it's kind of like a breakfast sandwich. You don't have to, but you can always add a little bit of vegetables, like a spinach goes very well with it. You can, instead of take bacon, chorizo goes very well with it. Yeah, so that's really up to you, but you could do those things. So don't be shy. With cooking, you can do pretty much a lot of things. So yeah, let's get into it. This is going to be easy. Going to take a bowl, take 3 eggs or 2 eggs, crack them open. Let's take a trash bowl. There we go. One more. So you want to, I don't know if you know that, but if you crack the eggs on the side, it's more likely that you have shells in your egg yolk or in the bowl. Also, then if you want to separate them, it's also more easier because you can rupture the egg yolk if you put it on the side. So just do it on a flat surface, and then you can do it just like that. Very easy. Okay? Okay, we don't need the eggs anymore. 3 is going to be perfectly enough. Okay, just dry my hands off. Okay, I'm back. So this goes here. We're going to take another fork or whisk if you want. We're just gonna whisk this up. So there's a rumor that if you put salt into your eggs before, it gets a little bit more liquidy. I really don't know the difference between it. I think it tastes quite the same. So I'm going to put my salt already. I'm going to put quite a lot. There you go. Scramble those up. So we're going to make a little omelette, kinda. Actually, we have some cheddar left over. I'm going to put that in my omelette as well. Bonus, bonus, bonus. You don't have to do this again. If you just want some eggs and bacon, that's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna make my egg first. You know what? Actually, I'm going to toast my toast first. Let's put that on already. Let's put that on while I whisk this. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Okay. Whisk that up. So for this one, you only need to grill one side, okay? You only have to grill both sides. One side will be enough. Just gonna, so you guys can see everything. Okay, that's done. Let's take off some bacon. I love bacon, so I'm going to put like 7 pieces, 8 pieces of bacon. But that is really up to you, how much you like. Those are quite thin also, so they're going to be nice and crunchy. I'm going to leave it in here. I think that will be the best, just putting it like that. Okay. Let's see. Not yet. Okay. So the trick is to put a little bit of this after. You don't need a lot. I think a teaspoon. A teaspoon will be enough. I'm going to just put a little bit in this bowl, so you guys can see a little bit how much I'm gonna put. Just something like that. You guys can see that. It's not a lot, it's just very little. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, it's getting a crust. I'm gonna turn it a little bit lower so it doesn't burn. And I'm going to take already 1 plate for it. Let's just put it here for now. this one is going to be easy as well and very fast. So if you're in a hurry in the morning and you want to make yourself a little breakfast, this is perfect. You can always add lettuce. Everything is possible with this. It's up to you. This is the simple version. So if you want to add some other kind of cheese, goat cheese, you want to make it extra, like you want to put some cucumbers and or some lettuce, that's all possible. These are very simple ones that you can actually do a lot of things with. So I'm gonna put the grilled side underneath, if you can see it. This is just soft. I'm going to put in my other one. And now what you want to do is just take a napkin and clean it very fast with the, so that you don't have the breadcrumbs. I don't see any tissue lying around, so I'm just going to put it with some water after. Okay, we're almost done for today. Today was a very fast episode. Not like normally. Normally we're cooking for an hour or more. Okay, gonna whisk this a little bit more until that's done. So I have a whisk. I haven't used the whisk today, but you can always use a whisk. It's more easy to clean though. Okay, this will be fine. Okay. So later I'm going to make a thumbnail about all the different kind of sandwiches. I hope you guys can wait for that. And then after the thumbnail, I'm going to actually try it. So we have our toast here. Still want to have a little bit more color, just a little bit more. I think it's getting better the color, right? You can see it very good. Yeah. I think it's the lighting a little bit with this one. It's a little bit weird. It's actually quite expensive. It's 80 euro, I think, the webcam. Don't understand why the colors are a little bit so off. So it's as Sandberg. Yeah. I will see what I can do next time. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to put this aside here because we're going to put that on top later over bread here. Okay, so going to just wipe it out a little bit. Normally you have a tissue, we can do it with a tissue. Okay, very simple. We're going to make our egg first. So you want to spread a little bit of oil or butter if you want that. Oil is good. I'm going to put my eggs in there. I'm going to take a spatula. This one is heat proof, so you cannot always use every spatula. Some will melt. Make sure it's heat proof. Okay, I just want to scramble a little bit because I like those little pieces in there. You can see that, right? Just want to scramble it. Okay. I'm going to open the sides. Like that. And you can only do that with a non-stick pan. Huh? If your pan is not non-stick, I wouldn't recommend this method. What you could do though is put some parchment paper, like the paper that you make in the oven for cookies and stuff, and you can make your egg in there actually. But then you don't scramble it. Just put it in there. It will not stick. That's a good tip. I didn't know that before. Okay. So I don't know about you guys, but I like my eggs a little bit runny still. Not totally runny, but a little bit. Going to add some cheese already. Not a lot, just a little bit here in the middle. That's enough. You don't have to do this again. Without the cheese is pretty fine, but it's always nice to have some cheese, right? Okay, that's almost done. I'm just going to check. Yeah, look, still runny though. Still very runny. So I'm going to just wait a little bit longer. Maybe just crank it up for 1 second. If you want to cook the top more faster, you can just put a lid. I'm a little bit lazy right now. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to fold it, right? So you want to fold one side to the middle like that. You want to fold the other side to the middle like that. Crack it a little bit, yeah. Spread it a little bit, right? To make it flat, even. There you go. You can still see it's very nice and juicy, right? And then you just want to flap the other sides as well. Just like that. That you have almost a square. And you can see that it's still a little bit liquid inside, right? That's okay. Okay. What I'm going to do, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try to flip it on its other side, okay? Okay, that almost worked, but that's going to be fine. I just want to cook it very fast so that it doesn't goo out, right? So okay, that's perfect. We're going to put that on our bread here. Don't know if you guys can see that. Just going to put it on top of it, just like that. Slide it off if you can. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. Now, you can either clean this pan, I will not, but you could. I'm going to add my bacon into it. So, because these are very thin slices, very, very thin, look, they're almost see-through. Almost see-through. I'm going to add a little bit more. Wow, they cut it so thin. I mean, I don't mind. They're going to be extra crunchy because of it. But still, it's very, very thin. Okay, just make some space. You can use something else than your fingers if you're scared to burn yourself. Okay, we have 5 pieces here. I'm going to add 2 more because they're very thin. Damn, look at that. It's almost like skin. Okay. One more, and that's the last one. I'm going to put it like this. Okay, that should be good. Put that in the fridge. Okay. So, the bacon. Very easy. The egg is still warm and gooey. Perfect. Going to crank up the heat. Going to add my syrup. Maple syrup. There you go. I'm going to take a mini spatula, or how do you call this? I'm going to use the mini one. Okay, going to crank up the heat. We don't want it to cook that long anymore. Okay, I'm going to clean up a little bit here. Very fast. Going to put this here already, so I can display the nice breads. Don't worry, you guys can still see it. There you go. So we want to turn them already. They're not going to be crunchy yet, but we want to turn them already. Look at that, they're getting there. They're caramelizing now. Yeah, it's good that I took a little bit more because they're quite thin and small. Yeah, you can see that. It's amazing. Okay, we just want to give it a little bit of love, right? Okay. And try my plate. Okay. So, I'm going to just put it in here. 1, 2. And then we're going to try them after, right? Okay, you can turn off your heat. You can see that they're getting nice and brown. Oh, look at that. You don't want to burn them, right? Just a little char. You can see that? A little char. Like that. Okay. You can see that mine is already off. Just going to transport this beautiful piece of art onto my board. Gonna layer my amazing caramelized bacon on top. Wow. This is nice and savory, perfect for the morning, perfect for the evening, perfect for any situation that you want. Okay. Top those off with your piece of bread. And there we go, guys. We have made, sorry for the clap. We have made our amazing sandwiches here. 2 different kinds, one small one. I'm going to move this one here because it looks so little in comparison. If you want to make them even, maybe put more cheese and kimchi, but I think that is going to be so amazing already. Okay, guys. If you guys can wait for a second, I'm just going to take the thumbnail for today, and then after we're going to try them together, right? So my phone, I'm going to take a picture. That's perfect. Okay, because I always forget to take a picture. And then I don't have anything to post for you guys, so I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just gonna center myself a little bit here. Okay. So yeah, I think we did a great job today. I hope you guys can make the same thing as well. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I know that I will enjoy this. So okay. I think I took enough pictures. I'm going to slice them open and then we're going to see, right? A knife. Let's take a big knife. Okay. Just sad for this one because it's going to be a little bit cold now. But the rest should be so crunchy still. That's why I love this one, because it doesn't lose its beautiful. Oh, look at that cross section. That's amazing. Wow, they look beautiful. And then this one, oh la la, this one is still cooking. Look at that. Oh, so gooey and beautiful. Wow. Okay, one more picture, guys. One more picture. One more picture. And you guys gonna see it in the thumbnail, okay? Because I know the quality in the video is not going to be perfect. Okay, sorry for waiting. Sorry. I'm excited too, okay? Okay, guys. We're almost done. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna try it, let you guys know how it is, and then decide if it's food. So let's start with the first one here. I'm going to take a nice bite over here. Oh, everything is dropping. Oh wow. Oh wow. Mmm. So nostalgic. Really, really good. Okay, the kimchi. Mmm, crunchy. juicy, so good. Even when it's a little cold, it's so good. Wow, this is amazing, guys. Make this one for sure. And then the breakfast, I don't even have to mention how it is. Look at that juice coming out. Oh. Mm. Mm. So good, guys. And I'm not saying this because I'm cooking, because I made it, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I just want to thank you guys for watching again. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. I can't believe that I made this much sandwiches. I have to eat all of this. Anyways, see you. Bye bye, and thank you for watching again. We will see each other Monday.